Cleveland is one of the 4 or 5 most important collections of Asian art. Our most important parts of the collection are Chinese paintings, as you have mentioned, ceramics, textiles, and Buddhist sculpture. Peng Wei impressed me from the first time I've seen her works. In 2016, I suggested to bring the display, the installation to Cleveland the first time. But I think now is the right and best moment to have it on display here. In the time of pandemic, it really emphasizes the important role of music and the arts.
Perhaps a silver lining of this was a reminder for all of us how important it is what we do. People really took the time to tell us how much they missed the live music experience. It's really a homage to the power of music and what music does for the human soul. And I think it's portrayed in a subtle but very, very powerful way.
Peng Wei's art is very subtle and delicate. It references tradition, but at the same time, Peng Wei undermines tradition in many, many ways. I mean, everything she does is very creative, very experimental, has a very subtle way of subverting. If you look at her landscape paintings, you can see she introduced the female figure into landscape painting. Now the tradition is the female figure, is a marginal figure. Here she takes over, is the protagonist. And the scholar figure, if it is depicted at all, becomes a marginal figure. In the center of the composition, a woman playing the qin and is inspired by the rushing water. And I have only yesterday discovered that on the top of the mountain you find the scholar turned away, nearly falling off the cliff. She marginalizes the male figure and puts the female figure center stage. In Cleveland, she looked at our collection. This is inspired by our famous hand scroll painting, which is painted by Miyo-ren in the Song Dynasty. Large, stretched hand scroll with a riverscape, but of course her painting has a different format, is juxtaposed with the personal letter by Shostakovich, and she uses a different color scheme, which is blue and green, very powerful, beautiful, deep colors, but she takes up the mist. The river is a middle, all this is kind of mirrored in the hand scroll painting that we have in the collection.
其实它有一个缘起，我在学的时候才想到，它是一个中国历史上被音乐家和画家都不断在创作的一个主题吧。因为它其实是讲的是人看到大雁，他想的是自己是这只雁啊。雁有鸿鹄之志，它可以飞万里。其实，在古代，这个雁的意思也有友人之间的书信，及它象征亲友，然后呢又象征自己的心境，就是流浪、迁徙啊，它有种种非常丰富的一个意象。沙落雁这个源头，就是因为我一直在做《遥远的信件》这个系列，其实就阅读到大量的西方音乐家的通信，我觉得特别好玩。因为我超过贝多芬的通信的时候，我就当时就想到 哎，我要做一组音乐家的通信，因为那时候觉得其实水墨画特别强调笔墨，但这笔墨的东西非常有情绪性。其实作为艺术来说，我觉得绘画不是表达情绪的最好的一种方式，可能音乐才是最好的方式。那时候就觉得可能有一天会把音乐跟绘画就是放在一起。但是一旦你关注信件的时候，你就发现他们也是普通的人。音乐家好像有时候比艺术家还要情绪化。我觉得天才都是有点分裂性的，就是你听他的音乐的时候，你觉得他是崇高的或者怎么的，但是最后你发现他多识为人的时候，他跟普通人非常像。
我从来没有想过把东方和西方分开过。对我来说，绘画是一种翻译，呈现也是一种翻译。我在画画的时候，我已经想到，也许他们会排列成像大雁飞行的阵型。也想到了舞台、乐谱架。
Peng Wei's art, it's a very, very subtle art of speaking to you. You have to take time. You have to look closely. An enormous sensitivity for aesthetics and for choosing material. She has a very subtle way of bringing life to these landscape sceneries. If you look in the light, you will see the paper is sparkling and glittering. There is a mica on the surface which glimmers. She has not trimmed the edges, and the paper has a very long fiber and I think coarse. This obviously helps the way, the technique in which she is creating and painting these landscapes. You have to take time to realize and notice all these twists she has in presenting seemingly traditional works of art.